here with Pat.
Governor, Lieutenant Governor, first of all, thank you this morning for joining Tina Peterson on her groundbreaking program, RAMP. It deals with physical challenges and to the handicapped and how to overcome them. My first part is, I wonder if you had any reaction to that, any takeaway from that, and then a quick question about the Rhode Island Housing Emergency Relief Program. Rhode Island Housing has a wonderful website, a wonderful portal. The one area that it doesn't really focus on is how many checks are being cut, and there is a growing frustration, real or maybe, from the impacted community about actually receiving funds. I wonder if you have any status report on that or any guidance.
Yeah, I'll weigh in and let the Lieutenant Governor, who was on that call and many other calls with me. She's and getting all 39 cities and towns.
Yeah.
Sabina, that was great.
It was great.
So on RAMP, my recommendations are personalize it, right? People know people that have disabilities, and to make that personal, that all of a sudden, puts you in a spot where you want to be a lot more proactive. So. I'm no different than anybody else, right? I've had people in my lives and people that I love that have been disabled and disabled through accident or disabled through, the fact that that's how they were born. So, so my impression is with Tina, God bless her, let her keep on pushing forward, and then it's our responsibility as leaders, both community leaders, statewide leaders, local leaders, to respond to, being more inclusive. And as I've said, I think that this notion of a zero-sum game, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more next week when I do an education policy, a statement that'll be, public and all-encompassing on the state in terms of what education needs to be in the state. There's no such thing as a zero-sum game in my mind. We help a family who might need some help. It doesn't hurt a family that is somehow in better shape. Same thing with a community that is disabled. So if you're helping somebody out, helping somebody else that needs some help in that area, you're only enhancing the state of Rhode Island. You're only enhancing the community. So my impression on that is good for Tina, and keep the effort going, and we'll. Be responsive just as we would to any community in the state, and that community makes up many of our communities in the state. I don't know whether the Lieutenant Governor wants to weigh in on that or not.
I agree. Tina is doing a tremendous work creating awareness. She participates in every small business town hall conversation that I've been having, and she's always active in reminding everyone that we have to be aware of the challenges that individuals that have mobility issues have. And one of the things that she reminds us all the time is that all of us, this could be any of us, anyone can end up in a situation that needing a wheelchair. And she's very open about her own story, how in her case it was just going through a surgery. And after that, after 10 minutes, she was dependent on a wheelchair. And just a reminder that can happen to any one of us. So we have to be more aware of the challenges that individuals with mobility issues go through. Just to visit a business, and one of the things that we're working on is how can we create awareness with the business owners that there is a community of customers out there that want to come and visit your business, but they need to be to have access to it, make your business accessible. So I kudos to Tina for her work that she does, for sure.
Yeah. On the housing piece of that, we continue to have staff meetings, director meetings. Yesterday we got an update from Carol Ventura in terms of where we are in terms of applications. I think there was like 1,150, just short of 1,200 applications have been approved. Still at a slow process. About $7 million has been dispersed. We got a long way to go there to figure this out, and either getting some sort of intervention from our congressional leaders that have, that gives a different timetable to, to disperse these funds. And I think we need to ratchet it up a little bit. I expect that the utility alone, we're working with the National Grid and with the state different departments, including Rhode Island Housing, should be looking at maybe as much as $20 million of utility relief in the next few weeks. So we're on it. It's slow, and I've been public about that, and I think that we need to really make sure that we're using all our resources to get as much money as possible. Again, that's our money. That's money we sent to Washington to come back here to help our state. We should be maximizing every dollar we can.
We have time for one more question.
Governor, police problems continue to mount in the city of Providence. Most recently, the family impacted by that riot, if you will, over on Sale Street, has accused the Providence police of holding back on any resolution engaging charges on minors, any patrols. There's been threats of violence. There's been vandalism there. That's just one example. How is the integration, if you will, of the support from the Rhode Island State Police going? And do you have any feedback on that yet?
Well, I think that until I see boots on the ground, partnering in with the state police and the Providence police, I don't think we've done everything that we can possibly do from our level. We'll participate based on the way that we were invited in. I think it's a kind of a data recovery strategy right now that's being talked about. I think it falls pretty far short of what the offer was, but we'll continue to provide the support as we would to any community that asks our support in any area, including public safety.